Hey team, it's Renee here and welcome to Still Moving, where we make mindful use of the moments in between. We have a full-bodied power flow practice today. We'll move a little more quickly than we usually do. We'll build some heat and we'll probably throw in an arm balance or two. So let's begin on our mat in a standing forward fold at the back of the mat. Feet a little bit wider than hips distance and then fold over the legs. Just let the backs of the hands come to the ground if they reach. You can take them on blocks if that feels a little bit more comfortable. Take a moment allowing the head to hang heavy. Take a deep breath in through the nose. A full breath out of the mouth. One more just like that. Inhale through the nose. And then hear your breath as you empty out. Allow the breath, the feeling of the breath and the sound of the breath to anchor you into this moment. Come up onto the fingertips, lift up halfway, breathe in. Walk out to a plank pose. So it's top of a push-up, shoulders over wrists. I want you to really feel yourself pressing the ground away from you. Stay broad across the collarbones. Feel the belly and front ribs press up into the back body. Feel the thighs press up into the hamstrings. And then an extended child's pose, knees wide, untuck the toes, take the hips back, breathe out. As you inhale, come forward, shoulders over wrists. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows a few inches. So we're in a supported chaturanga. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, back to child's pose. A few more like that. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull the heart forward. Inhale, straighten. And then exhale, hips to heels. Once more, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And then exhale. Now tuck the toes, come forward to a plank pose. Take the heels over to the left and then reach the right arm up. So the right foot is in front of the left. Both feet are down on the mat. And then take the right hand down, swing the heels over to the other side, reach the left arm up. Let's move through this a few more times. Left hand down, heels to the left, right arm up. And then switch sides. And once more, switch sides. We go to the left. And then we go to the right. Left hand down, downward facing dog, hips back. And take a few moments in your downward facing dog to move in it however feels good for you. It's always a feeling of really arriving in my body whenever I take the first downward facing dog of a practice. And can we take that feeling with us as we move through the whole practice? Really feeling a sense of landing exactly where we are in every moment. And lift your right leg up. And then as you come forward to a high plank, I want you to take the right leg over to the left and then cross the right ankle behind the left. So you're in a cross-legged plank pose. Now with the right foot flexed, so the toes are flexing around the outside of the left ankle. I want you to try and pull the feet apart and at the same time squeezing the thighs together. Really nice. Three-legged dog, right leg goes up and back. And then step the right foot forward, lower the back knee down, sweep the arms up. Hold on to your left wrist as you arrive. Use that grip to lengthen yourself up out of the sides of the waist and then side bend over to the right. Come back to center, breathe in. Take the hands down, lift the back knee, and then straighten through the front leg any amount. Lift up halfway in the chest. Fold. Once more like that, halfway breathe in, fold and breathe out. This time as we inhale, bend the front knee, lunge forward, and then cross the left ankle behind the right. So now we're in a cross ankle fold. Lift up halfway, breathe in, fold, breathe out. Really linking breath to movement, halfway lift, inhale, fold and exhale. And this time we lift up halfway, and we step, left foot, right foot, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up. As you come forward, shoulders over wrists, take the left leg over to the right a little and then hook the toes on the outside of the right ankle. Try and pull the feet apart, but at the same time squeezing the thighs together. Three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Step the left foot forward, lower your back knee down, reach your arms up. Hold on to the right wrist. Side bend left. Come back to center. As you take the hands down, Lift the back knee, straighten through the front leg any amount. I like to be able to move my hips side to side whenever I'm in these kind of hamstring lengthening shapes. And if I find it too hard to move my hips side to side, it usually tells me I've gone a little too far in the stretch. I lift up halfway in the chest, breathe in. Fold and breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold and exhale. Lunge forward, breathe in. Cross the right foot up behind the left. Halfway lift in the chest. Fold. Now this time I'd like you to lift up halfway. Unravel the feet to the hips distance apart. Fold back over the legs, let the head hang heavy. And then one big breath to stand. Rise up, reach the arms up, take the gaze up, look up. Bring the hands to meet at prayer in front of the chest. One breath in through the nose. Empty out of your mouth. Release the arms by your side, palms face forward, and then inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Fold forward over the legs as you breathe out. Halfway lift in the chest, inhale. And then step the left foot back, lower the knee down, keep the back toes tucked. Inhale to reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, take the hands down, lift the back knee up. Step back to a high plank, breath in. Extend the child's pose as you breathe out. Keep the knees down, but bring the shoulders forward over the wrists, inhale. Bend the elbows a couple of inches, chaturanga as you exhale. Straighten the arms back, breathe in. Child's pose, breathe out. Tuck your toes, come forward to a high plank, inhale. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Step the right foot forward towards the right thumb, so it's a little off of center. Step the left foot to the left thumb, feet are hips distance apart, halfway lift, inhale. Fold and exhale. Rise up, reach up, look up. Fold straight back over the legs as you breathe out. Lift up halfway. Step the right foot back. Lower the back knee down, reach the arms up. We're linking breath to movement. Hands down as you lift the back knee, that's your exhale. Step back to a high plank, in breath. Extended child's pose as you empty. Supported plank, lift up, breathe in. Supported chaturanga, bend the elbows, breathe out. Straighten the arms, inhale. Child's pose as you exhale. As you come back to child's pose, tuck the toes under, come forward to a plank. Downward facing dog, hips back. Lift your left leg up. Step your left foot forward. Step your right foot forward. This time, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart, half lift in the chest. Fold, breathe out. Rise up, reach up, look up. Hands to prayer. Release the arms by your sides. We'll keep moving. Reach up, look up. Fold forward, breathe out. Lift up halfway. This time, let's step back to a high plank, top of a push-up. And the knees can lower down if you like. We'll come to a chaturanga or a low plank. So bend the elbows a couple of inches, come forward on the toes, heart pulls forward, all the way to upward facing dog. Roll over the feet, lift the chest, pull the heart forward. Stay really broad across the chest. Nice, strong in the thighs and lower belly. Downward facing dog, hips back. And take a deep breath in through the nose. A big breath out of the mouth. Really nice. Right leg up, breathe in. Cross ankle plank as you breathe out. So remember the right foot comes to the outside of the left ankles. Feel the feet pull apart, the inner thighs squeeze together. Three-legged dog, right leg goes up and back. And then step the right foot forward. Crescent lunge, reach the arms up, hold on to the left wrist, and then side bend over to the right. Come back to center, in breath. And then as you lean forward, I want you to sweep the arms back, hover the chest over the front thigh. We're gonna come all the way into a one-legged mountain pose. So bring the left knee into the chest, arms up, figure four on the legs. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh, press the hips down and back. And then cross the left foot in front of the right. So now we're in a cross-legged position again. Hold on to the left wrist, get long, side bend over to the right. Unravel the feet, step them together, take a deep breath in. Fold forward, breathe out. Halfway lift. One breath out to low plank. Step or jump the feet back, bend the elbows. Upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Other side, left leg up. Cross ankle plank as you empty. Three-legged dog, left leg goes up and back. Step the left foot forward. Keep the back knee lifted, reach the arms up, hold on to the right wrist. Side bend left. Come back to center, breathe in. Lean forward, sweep the arms back. Keep taking the weight forward. Bring the right knee all the way into the chest, one-legged mountain. And then cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Figure 4 in the legs. And then now step the right foot to the outside of the left. Straighten the legs, reach up, hold the right wrist. Side bend left. As you come back to center, unravel the feet, step them together, breathe in. This time with your breath out, chair pose, bend the knees, take the hips back. Lift up just halfway. Bend deeply. Straighten the legs all the way, gaze up. Fold forward, breathe out. Lift up halfway, inhale. Low plank, and if you want to step straight back to down dog, of course do that, but if you take low plank and move through upward facing dog, breathe in, downward facing dog, breathe out, really nice. And stay in down dog. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, breathe out. Now this time inhale through the nose. Through the nose, empty. Okay, let's keep the breath moving in and out of the nose as we move. Right leg up, breathe in. Cross ankle plank, breathe out. Three-legged dog, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Crescent lunge. And this time lean forward, sweep the arms back. Left knee to chest, one-legged mountain. Figure 4 in the legs, bend the standing leg. Step the left foot to the outside of the right, hold the left wrist. Side bend right. Now this time as you come back to center, we'll unravel the left leg and move into a warrior 3. So the left leg goes back. The arms can stay reaching out in front of you. You can take them by your sides, hands to prayer. And steady the breath. Most of us want to roll the outer left hip down, pull the heart forward, and press the left heel back. And then tap the left toes all the way to the back of the mat, reach the arms up. Warrior 2, extended side angle, right forearm, right thigh, sweep the left arm overhead. Feel the outer right hip hug in. And the breath moves steady. Maybe for the last breath or two, you reach the right arm overhead. Triangle pose, straight on the right leg. Right hand comes down, left arm up. And then take the left hand down, pivot the right toes all the way to the left. Fold over a wide-legged straddle, lift up halfway, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Half lift in breath. Fold, breathe out. This time we lift up halfway. Walk the hands around to the front of the mat. Step the right foot all the way back. Low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Straighten to the left side, left leg up. Cross ankle plank. Three-legged dog. Step the left foot forward. Reach the arms up, crescent lunge. And then lean forward, sweep the arms back, power lunge. Bring the right knee into the chest, one-legged mountain. Flex at the ankle, figure 4 in the legs. Step the right foot to the outside of the left, hold the right wrist. Side bend left. Come back to center and unravel to a warrior 3, right leg back. I'm creating this practice as a request that I had for a power flow practice. If you didn't know I take requests, I do. Okay, step the right foot all the way back, reach the arms up. Come to warrior 2, an extended side angle. Left forearm, left thigh, right arm up overhead. In the About Me section of the bio of my channel, there's a link there that you can click on and submit requests. Anytime you feel like you want something, whether it's something you want to learn in your body or a theme for a practice or a meditation or a sound bath, whatever it might be, drop it in there. Maybe you want to reach both arms forward. Triangle pose. Left leg moves towards straight as the left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. Have this sense of, at the same time, everything hugging in towards each other and drawing from the center line out, expanding out. Okay, right hand down, pivot the left toes to the right, fold over a wide-legged straddle, fingertips down, half lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold and exhale. This time we lift up halfway, walk the hands around to the front of the mat, pivot all 10 toes to face forward. We'll step the back foot forward, feet together. Come up high on the balls of the feet, take the knees wide, plant the hands down a little wider than shoulder width apart, and bend the elbows straight back. Right, the knees will find their way onto the triceps, and then I want you to notice the shoulders are quite far back compared to where the fingertips are. I want you to start to move the shoulders forward over the fingertips. The elbows start to line up over the creases of the wrists. Press the ground away from you. And think about rounding through the upper back, belly in. And then maybe you play with hugging one foot up, the other foot up. And maybe you're just in the space of having both feet down and playing with shifting weight forward. That's a great place to be. Wherever you are is a great place to be if you can really be all there. And come to a forward fold, feet down, fold over the legs. Rise all the way up to stand, reach the arms up. Bring the hands to meet at prayer in front of the chest. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. One more like that, inhale. And exhale. And gently open your eyes. Bring your right knee into your chest. Take the left hand to your left hip, and then your right hand can either come in front of the shin, or you can use your 2 peace fingers on your right hand. Pistol grip the big toe on your right foot, and then extend the right leg out in front of you any amount. Feel the right thigh bone plug back, the right shoulder head plug back. The left thigh bone plug back. And then whether you've got the foot or the shin, I want you to keep the leg lifted, reach both arms up. Yeah, see if you can lift the right leg a little bit higher. That's me talking to myself when my body is absolutely not listening, and that's fine. Eagle pose, wrap the right leg over the left. Kind of like you're sitting in a chair, maybe the toes double wrap behind the ankle. And then eagle wrap the right arm under. Belly in, sides of the waist long, collarbones broad. Keep the arms, unravel the right leg to a warrior 3. And then unravel the arms to a half moon. Left hand down, right arm up. Warrior 2, step all the way back, big step back. Keep the depth of the front knee, flip reverse, inhale. Windmill the hands down as you exhale. 3-legged dog, left leg goes up and back. Cross ankle plank. Cross the left ankle on the outside of the right. Now keep the legs. I want you to walk the hands all the way back. And both feet will tap down. If your body's anything like mine, you might need to keep a bend in the knees in order for this to feel like a sustainable shape. Now you can stay here if you like, or we're going to play with a cross ankle variation on crow pose. So we keep the cross of the ankles, come up high on the balls of the feet, take the knees wide, plant the hands down, just like we did before, a little wider than shoulder width apart. Bend the elbows straight back so we have a shelf for our knees. Now as we start to lean forward, the left foot is going to lift first, and we're going to re-hook the left toes on the outside of the right ankle. Right, we keep that as we move the heart forward, and then maybe pick up the right foot. Feel the inner thighs squeeze together at the same time that the feet are pulling apart. Press the ground away. Breathe steady, or at least just breathe at all. Lower the feet down, fold. Keep the cross of the legs. Come back out to a cross-legged plank. 3-legged dog, left leg up and back. Step the left foot to the top of the mat. Right foot to the top of the mat, halfway lift. And then fold, breathe out. Rise all the way up to stand, sweep the arms up. And then bring the left knee into the chest. Right hand to the right hip. Left hand can hold onto the left shin, or you can hold onto the left big toe. Straighten the left leg out in front of you any amount. Our bodies are really symmetrical. And the other side of this shape always feels like I could stay in it forever. This side feels like I kind of wish we weren't doing it at all. There's nothing wrong with that. We just notice the differences in our bodies. It's not good or bad. They just are. And work on moving towards symmetry, while at the same time letting things just be as they are. Keep the left leg up, reach the arms up. Eagle pose, left leg over, left arm under. Keep the arms, unravel the left leg to a warrior three. Unravel the arms to half moon, right hand down, left arm up. Notice what's happening with the lifted leg. Can you bring the whole shape to life by bringing some energy to the toes, whether or not you like to flex them or point them. Step all the way back, warrior two. Flip reverse. Windmill the hands down, come back onto the ball of the back foot, three-legged dog, right leg up and back. Cross ankle plank as you exhale. Keep the cross of the ankles, walk the hands back. Let's spend a moment together in this cross ankle fold, letting the head hang heavy. Notice how it feels to gently move the hips side to side. If that feels like it's something that's even possible right now. If it's not, put a little bend in the knees. And you'll either stay here for the next few breaths, or we'll play with the cross ankle variation on crow pose. High on the balls of the feet, plant the hands, bend the elbows right back. Use the triceps as a shelf for your knees. As you start to lean forward, pick up the right foot first, hook the right toes on the outside of the left ankle, and then slowly begin to hug the left foot up towards the glutes. So you're really feeling yourself squeezing the space behind the knees. Press the ground away, pull the heart forward, breathe. Use your fingertips like your brakes. Don't feel like you're going too far forward, really ground into them. And feet down. Fold back over the legs. Good job. Lift up halfway. Keep the cross of the ankles. Walk back out to a cross ankle plank. Three-legged dog. Right leg up and back. Breathe in. And this time we're going to bring the right knee into the nose. Half pigeon. I could have gone anywhere in that moment. I'm grateful it led us here. And you can stay up on the hands if that feels nice for you. You can come down onto the forearms. Just lay down over the shin any amount that feels nice in your body. We're not going to be here for that long. We have a few different hip opening shapes I want to get to before we complete our practice. So how readily can you just land the mind in this moment of the body? Okay, one more breath in. Another breath out. Walk the hands back, plant the hands, tuck the left toes, three-legged dog, right leg up and back. And step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Lower the back knee down. And again, come up onto the fingertips, or you can lower down if that feels nice for you. In this variation of our lizard lunge, I'd like you to turn the right toes to face off to the right in a diagonal, and then spill onto the pinky toe edge of the right foot. So the right knee starts to open out to the right. And then reach the right arm up and back, a big sweep back. You can stay here or you can pick up your back foot. want you to imagine that I have my hand at the back of your heart, a little shelf for you to lean into as the right knee opens out. And if you have the foot, gently release it, both hands down. And as you draw the hips back, we'll come into a half Hanuman or a half split. Those of you that have a full splits in your practice or something that you feel like you want to explore right now, please feel free. And walk the hands forward, plant the hands, downward facing dog, right leg back. And lift the left leg up, we'll come to half pigeon, left shin comes forward. Take a deep breath in to find length through the spine. Fold forward any amount. And we're moving through this quickly. If you feel like you want some more time in dedicated hip opening shapes, there is a bunch of hip opening practices on the channel. I say a bunch, there's probably 2 or 3. That might be a bunch, I don't know the definition of a bunch. For the purposes of this moment, 2 or 3 is a bunch. Okay, walk your hands back. Plant the hands. Tuck the right toes. 3-legged dog. Left leg goes all the way up and back. And then step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Lower the back knee down. And the left toes are going to turn out on the diagonal. We spill onto the edge of our foot so the left knee opens out. Right hand plants down. Left arm up and back. Maybe you pick up the back foot. Maybe you don't. Take one more breath in. And one more breath out. As you mindfully release the back foot, left hand comes to the inside of the left foot again, hips back. Lift the ball of the left foot up. And again, you might stay here or begin to straighten the right leg back, moving into a fuller split variation. Lift up halfway. Fold, breathe out. Lunge forward, lift the back knee. Step back, downward facing dog. And as you come forward to a high plank, lower the knees, cross the ankles. Come all the way back. Let's lay down. We'll take one back bend together. We'll take the soles of the feet down, hips distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Press the feet down to pick the hips up, come into a bridge pose. If you prefer a wheel pose or a different back bend altogether, please feel free to take it. If you're ready to have this feel a little more supported, you can take some blocks or a blanket or a pillow underneath your sacrum. Engage the glutes. Feel the center of the chest lift. Feel the muscles around the eyes soften. That's whatever variation of this you're in. And then gently lower down. Take the feet wide. Allow the knees to come in towards center. Feel like your lower back is just surrendering down to the ground beneath you. Bring your arms into a cactus around your head. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Now heel toe the feet together so the soles touch. Let the knees go out to the sides. You can take your left hand to your chest, your right hand to your belly. Deep Deep breath in. Full breath out. One more, inhale. And exhale. And then lengthen the legs out long and wide on the mat. Let the feet fall open. Take the arms by your sides, palms face up. And this is the final shape of our practice. It's our resting shape in the practice, and it's actually the shape I'm going to leave you in to determine just how long it feels good for you to stay in this place of rest. You can stay for one breath. You can stay for 100. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me.